Hello, my name is Dr. Nought. This is Sentience, the android's tale, and today we've got something to do. One thing, desecration. There's been an incident at the chapel. You should investigate. Go to the chapel. So there was a sandstorm last night, and supposedly it was a doozy. And I commented in the last episode, wouldn't it be funny if after the preacher... Oh, yeah, so there's like debris on the ground or something? Is that what that is? After the preacher said, you know, we'll all be sorry for the sandstorm, that maybe the chapel is the only place that got hit or destroyed. It would be kind of funny. So there's debris everywhere. Somehow those things didn't move. That's good, I guess. What is this? It looks like there is a discarded syringe lying on the ground. How did it get here? You take the syringe, it seems like it might be important. Oh, cool. I'm gonna go stick it to somebody, right? Chapel, where's the chapel? Chapel's up north? Where am I? This is the chapel, right? Yeah. Well, the chapel looks fine. Not a whole lot of damage. Somebody got syringed, or maybe there's fluid still in the syringe, and someone will get syringed by me. What in the... She's alive. It would appear to be the very same affliction from which our governor is suffering. No obvious signs of physical trauma, just a sudden collapse. At least she is still breathing steadily. Poor Hannibal. This is going to hit Chet hard. Melis, too. There are no security cameras here in the chapel. The perpetrator must have been aware of that. You say you just walked out of your quarters and found her like this, Jonah? Yes, indeed. It's lying here in the deepest of sleeps. Do you have any theories, Walden? I'm a doctor, not a detective. Perhaps that's a question for our security chief. Of course I have a theory. We're all thinking the same damn thing. Last night, the preacher tells us that this isn't over, then this happens right here in the chapel. That's a pretty big coincidence if you ask me. I don't appreciate your false accusations. Sorry, Jonah, he has a point this time. Carter, I want you to place this man under arrest. What? This is madness! Quiet down, preacher. You're coming with me. Is he? Oh, he's kind of leading the way. He's not really going with you. I must complete my examination before moving her to medical. This may take some time. Very well, doctor. I will leave you to your work. Not. Meet me at headquarters. Believe it or not, we have another emergency on our hands. Oh yes, and Melis mentioned that she wants to see you about something. It sounded important. Can we just walk together like friends? No. Nope, we can't. We can't even do it. Satellite, Pierce needs your help with a communications issue. And Professor Melis wants to see you. It may have something to do with the creatures you encountered in the desert. But we've got this syringe, buddy. So Piers and Melis and Piers. Oh, look at those two. What are they doing? What is that? They're doing like a mating dance. This is the satellite dish from the transmitter outside of headquarters. It must have become detached during the sandstorm last night. I swear to God, I'm gonna come out here after I talk to Flippin' Piers and I'm gonna grab that dumbass satellite dish. I can't grab it now. This is me right off. Alright, headquarters, right here. Our communications system is down and we need to find a satellite dish. Oh, I would have gotten it if I was allowed to, but clearly I'm not allowed to grab anything unless I have immediate use for it, except for the syringe, for whatever reason. Alright, can I talk to you, Bubs? I found a syringe, and I think Walden's behind it. I don't believe it, Not. How can things keep getting worse? One mysterious illness is bad enough. Now we have two victims of the same thing. To be honest, I'm not convinced that Jonah is behind any of this. You're a social AI. Maybe you should talk to him, see if he opens up to you. It's your choice. If you don't think it would help, then don't worry about it. More urgently, I need to contact Professor Seiler at Beta Station to update him on our situation. Unfortunately, that sandstorm hit us pretty bad last night. We prepared as well as we could. We still took a beating. The damage could have been much worse though, so at least there's that. The main problem is that our transmitter has been damaged. It looks like the strong winds detached the satellite dish. It can't have been carried very far. I just needed to go find and reattach it so that I can contact Beta Station. I'm counting on you, Nought. Find that dish and fix the transmitter. Pierce has given you permission to interview Jonah. Alright, munitions building. We'll interview Jonah. I don't think he did it either. Actually, before we go, let's talk this. So we'll do this as efficiently as possible. Oh, that's not Melis. Melis is in the lab. Right. Okay, so now I have to go back to the satellite dish, because, you know, I couldn't grab it in the meantime, beforehand, whatever I'm trying to say. And then I just go reattach it to this little tower. And yeah, look at their little mates. I mean, it's not far away. I'm complaining about, like, a pretty easy thing to do. I just wish it was able, or... I just wish we were able to grab it when we want, you know. Almost as soon as you reach for the dish, the two nearby creatures both turn to hiss and snarl at you. Apparently, this is the prize they are fighting over, and they aren't prepared to give it up for you either. What? If you could distract them with something else, then you may have a better chance. Okay, what are these things? Okay, well, let's look up what they are. Nope, they're a ditto. Alright, so what does this say? Much like a small dinosaur in appearance, dittos are the clever scavengers of the Akritas desert, surviving primarily by feeding off the kills of other, larger animals. The ditto is a creature with a very curious nature. Like the crows of Earth, they display curious hoarding behavior, particularly of round, mirror-like objects such as plates or dishes. Alright. Now I can go back and grab the damn plate. See, if I could have just been carrying all this stuff in my android sack, then, you know, we wouldn't have to backtrack so much. Let's grab the plate, right here. Thank you. The nice thing is this game is pretty straightforward. Can I... How am I gonna do this? Yo. Before the two creatures can react, you quickly snatch up the satellite dish and replace it with the ordinary dish from the mess hall. The dittos show no signs of objecting. This prize may actually be worth more than the last. Now all that remains is to reattach this dish to the transmitter and make sure it's properly configured. Alright. Oh, look at that, it's missing the dish. Satellite dish. Okay, I need to use the tools first. Reattaching the fallen satellite dish turns out to be a fairly straightforward task. It then only takes a short while for you to reconfigure the transmitter for a second time. Those are radar waves happening there. Wah 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 wah. You should report your success to Professor Piers. Sigh. If we all had walkie-talkies, just saying. We all had walkie-talkies. I am complaining an awful lot about having to walk so much, but that's because I'm a lazy android. At the moment, the priest Jonah is our prime suspect. I'm not entirely convinced, though. Why was I not informed of this sooner? I apologize for the break in communications, Professor. A severe sandstorm knocked out our transmitter last night. Had you taken the usual precautions? Yes, we did. The damage could have been much worse if we hadn't. Indeed. But it sounds like you're keeping on top of things for the moment. I'll see you tomorrow, Professor Piers. Over and out. Do I need to talk to him? I do, because it's not saying that this is complete, so let's just do it. Nice work fixing that transmitter. I already made contact with Beta Station. Professor Siler will be traveling here at first light tomorrow. He should arrive shortly before our relief shuttle. I know for sure I'll be glad not to be the commanding officer anymore. I don't know how anyone does this job. Anyway, good work, Nought. Much appreciated. Cool. So we can go talk to Jonah, and we'll talk to Melis. We'll see who's closer. We'll just go there. But we'll take a look at the map. Actually, let's grab a juice. Do I have a juice? I don't know if I have a juice. We'll grab another juice. Cool. Grabbed it. Alright, who's closer? We're here, munitions, then we go to labs, so let's go to munitions first, right down here. Don't step on a still. Chew. Out of the way, I can talk to the person we need to talk to. Damn this place, damn it to hell! Oh, okay. Professor Pierce has given me permission to interview you about these allegations. Has he? You who refuse to be a servant of the faith, why should I want to speak with you? Be gone! Alright. Well, I didn't talk to you, you don't talk to me, we're all good. I don't think he's... I think it's all Walden. Everything's Walden, Walden, Walden. Step on that bug. Step on it. Oh, I'm close. Down here. Okay, we missed the door. You wanted to see me? Yes, don't let me keep you if you have more important work, though. I heard about what happened at the chapel. I really hope Hannibal is going to be okay. I don't know what I would do without... Anyway, the work must go on. I have information about those creatures we encountered out by the Rockies. I managed to cross-reference those samples I took with recent data gathered by a team of xenobiologists over at Beta Station. Apparently, our neighbors have met these monsters as well. I'll transfer the information to your database. Snagger creature entry has been added to your database. Ahul creature entry has been added to your database. There's something else. While I was examining that tentacle monster, which is called a snagger apparently, I decided to sever one of the tentacles and bring it back here for closer study. Although it seemed to be as dead as a doornail, a very strange thing happened when I fed it some nutrients. It came to life, just for a moment, and wrapped itself around my arm. Gave me quite a scare. Since then, it hasn't moved at all, so I want you to try an experiment for me. This may be the strangest sentence I've ever uttered, but I want you to take this severed tentacle outside and wave it around at a couple of animals. Try a large animal and a smaller animal. You can find them. I'll be interested to hear the results. Maybe something will happen, maybe it won't. We'll see. Why in the world would you think that would happen? You fed it nutrients and now you think if I wave it at animals, it's gonna... I missed the door. Like, why would that even work? I don't understand. But whatever. You're the scientist, I'm just the, Can I wave it at you? Come here. I'm doing a smaller animal first. Are you considered a small animal? Stop moving. As soon as you produce the severed tentacle in the presence of the Scraba, it comes to life, spitting out like a whip to try and grab hold of the creature. The Scraba just about manages to evade the attack and quickly scurries away from you. Interesting. So the tentacle likes organic life, apparently. Once you pull out the tentacle, it does the same thing. The lug grunts and eyes you unhappily. With some effort and patience, you are eventually able to detach the tentacle from the animal's leg. After you've retrieved it, the tentacle returns to its docile and seemingly lifeless state. You should return to Professor Mellis with your findings. Yeah, so it required an android to do that experiment because clearly it likes organic beings and it responds to them. So, does nothing for us because, you know, we're not alive. The tentacle responded aggressively to both a Scraba and a lug. Fascinating. And I was sure it was dead. Could this be some form of anastasis? It's also interesting that this one severed limb can continue to survive independently of the rest of the creature. Remarkable. Xenobiology is not my field, but I will transfer this information to Beta Station at the next available opportunity. Thanks for your help, Nought. You can leave that tentacle with me. Sheesh, this has really been a weird day. Alright, are we done? We done for today? Can I go back to sleep? Yes, yes I can. Alright, so that was a pretty quick day. Didn't have to do a whole lot of walking around, which was nice. Unlike some of the previous days that I've been bitching about a lot. I bitch because I care. Because there's so much downtime from having to walk very slowly around this place that I want to learn more about the story, but the story is like interrupted by these long periods of just walking, walking, and walking. This file. There we go. Dream? Something. Day 9. We got anything on our mission log? No quests. What the hell? It's because what's-his-face is coming back today. So, I'm thinking maybe we just go do this one. Let's go do it. The previous one was pretty short. Let's go do this day. No quests, so maybe we'll just meet up with the... Hey, there we go. Welcome to Alpha Station, Professor Seiler. I hope you had a comfortable journey? Not especially. Perhaps you can update me on the situation here. Thankfully, there's not much to report. We've had a quiet night. I'm glad to hear it. Considering the situation, you've done a good job of keeping this place in order. You should be commended for it. You sure about that? I heard their people have been dropping like flies. I don't believe I asked for your input, Zace. Your friend ain't so friendly, is he? My apologies. It was a rough flight over here. I understand. We're all a little stressed at the moment. Indeed. I spoke with the board of directors this morning. Based on my assessment, they have made a decision regarding the future of the Akritas project. As soon as the relief ship arrives, Alpha Station will be shut down with immediate effect. What? That's trash! What about Beta Station? Beta Station will remain active as our primary settlement on Akritas. Does Beta Station then become Alpha Station? Huh? And you will become governor? My promotion is of little relevance, Professor. This is what the company thinks is best. I see. Not everyone will be going home, of course. You and your wife will be coming with us to Beta Station. You will also be coming with us, Flight Captain Giddy. We can always use a good pilot. Oh, day. Good for me. I understand you have a medical specialist as well, Dr. Walden. That's right. He'll be coming to Beta Station as well, I suppose? Hey, boss, how about that android? Never had one of those before. Yes, we will take the android. It may prove useful. Melis, what's wrong? It's Yuria, down by the oasis. Hurley found her. Yuria? So what is going on here? You better come and see. No, just can't be. A drowning? A drowning on a desert planet? That wasn't a question. A drowning on a desert planet. It's almost enough to make one believe in the curse. Yuria, I don't believe it. Well, I don't think we can blame your priest for this one, Professor Pierce, assuming you still have him locked up. He's still secured. No way he could have had anything to do with this. I'll have to examine the body, of course, run some tests. No offense to you, Professor, but I don't believe you are a medical specialist. I will run the tests. In case it wasn't clear to you, Dr. Walden, I am your commanding officer now. I may not be a specialist, but I have plenty of experience in the field. I will examine the body myself, unless you would like to voice any other objections. No, that's quite alright. Good. Then let's proceed. Ooh, are we gonna do a public autopsy? Yes, we are. Yes, we are. Interesting. Very interesting. What is it, Professor? Did you find something? My tests show that there is some kind of foreign agent in the bloodstream, but I can't identify it. Could be anything. Some of my own people have taken to chewing on the local plant life. That might explain it. Aside from that, there's nothing to suggest that this was anything other than an accidental drowning. So, this was just another unfortunate incident? Indeed. I imagine there will still need to be an investigation, though. What about the others? Thea and Hannibal. There's nothing more we can do for them. We'll have to place our trust in the medical team they're sending with the relief ship. As for whether the priest had anything to do with any of this, it's hard to say. We have very little evidence. Nevertheless, you will need to remain incarcerated until the company can determine exactly what happened. I, for one, will not be sorry to leave Akritas behind. Oh, of course. I didn't tell you yet. You will be staying on with us at Beta Station, Dr. Walden. What? Don't worry, you aren't the only one, Doctor. Melis and I are coming as well. This is just typical. As for the rest of your people, they had better start preparing for that relief ship to take them home. They have a long journey ahead of them. I just wish that you were coming with us. Well, at least I'm not the only one disappointed by this outcome, then. You will keep in touch, won't you? Oh yes, and perhaps you'll come back and visit for a weekend. We could have a nice picnic. That hardly sounds realistic, does it? I guess not. For want of a better phrase, we'll always have Akritas. I'm sure a girl like you will soon find a new diversion. Goodbye, Walden. A boy like you, Walden. Do you wish that you were going with them, XO5? Do you, Professor Seiler? This may surprise you, but no. I found this planet to be quite fascinating, actually. When you see the nature of our research, perhaps you will understand. Not all of the colonists are leaving, of course. As I mentioned earlier, Professor Pierce and Melis will be transferred to Beta Station. Flight Captain Giddy will also be coming along, and Dr. Walden. We can't support any agricultural workers, but we do have room for one more colonist, a scientist or an engineer perhaps. The problem is, I don't really know these people. It's difficult for me to judge their worth. I've decided to overlook the charges facing First Engineer Rocket, by the way. Considering that the man he assaulted currently stands accused of far more serious crimes, his actions seem rather trivial in comparison. So, taking that into account, based on your analysis and experience of these individuals, is there anyone else who you think would be particularly useful to us at Beta Station? Engineer, for sure. A very good idea. We could use an engineer. I will inform him immediately that we will be retaining his services. Don't tell him I said it, okay? He's gonna be mad at me. So, it's time. You should power down for the journey, XO5. You will be activated once we have arrived at Beta Station. Then you will begin to witness the true wonders of this planet. Alright, I'm down. I'm down to witness the true wonders. Alright, let's do the little savey. Day 10! Alright, so that's a good stopping point. Got through 2 days in this episode. What we got going on here? Well, you survived the journey in one piece. Now you can start making yourself useful to us. Your companions have gone to investigate our recent findings in the caverns to the north. Once you're fully charged, I suggest you do the same. Then I may have another task for you. Welcome to Beta Station, XO5. Alright, so he's gonna go inside. There are new tasks in your mission log. Let's take a quick look. There's only one new task, excavation. If arrived at Beta Station, you should explore the base and visit the caverns, investigate the caverns. Let's take a look at this map here. Oh, I was like, wait, what? It's the same thing. Oh, frick, there's like nothing here. Cavern entrance. And then there's just a bunch of tents. So you're telling me this is the true wonders of the... Okay. Anywho, well, so that is good. We got through 2 days, and in the next episode, we will do day 10. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you then. Take care, and goodbye.